My stepmother tried to destroy my dad's dream vacation, but karma hit harder than expected. My dad spent 30 years dreaming about diving the Great Barrier Reef. He kept a jar labeled Australia Fund in his workshop, feeding it spare change and birthday money. When he married Diane after mom died, the jar disappeared into a closet. More practical priorities, she explained while renovating the kitchen he hadn't complained about. For a decade, I watched my father shrink. His shoulders hunched, his laugh grew quieter, his passions became whispers. The man who once built entire worlds in his woodshop now asked permission to buy new socks. The only time I saw his eyes light up was when National Geographic ran specials on the reef. Then came Dad's 60th birthday and his doctor's call. Stage 3 cancer. 6 months of aggressive treatment with cautiously optimistic chances. That night, I emptied my savings account and bought 3 tickets to Australia. Non-refundable. One for Dad, one for me, and one for Diane. Because despite everything, he loved her. "This is reckless," she hissed when I presented the tickets at his subdued birthday dinner. "We can't afford this with medical bills coming." Dad's eyes had already filled with tears. "The Great Barrier Reef," he whispered, touching the ticket like it might dissolve. "Insurance covers most treatment," I countered, "and we're going next month before it starts. I've already researched accommodations that can work with his dietary needs," I added, sliding over a folder. "And there's a hospital nearby if needed." Diane's smile tightened. "How considerate. Let me look into this further." The sabotage began immediately. First, she accidentally scheduled Dad's first treatment during our travel dates. I had to call the oncologist myself to confirm it could wait 2 weeks without risk. Then our passports mysteriously disappeared. I found them in the garage, soaking in a bucket of rusty water that had leaked from a pipe. Dad wavered. "Maybe the timing isn't right. This might be your only chance," I reminded him gently. 2 days before departure, Diane developed sudden severe back pain. She needed Dad's constant attention. The urgent care doctor found nothing wrong, but suggested stress from the upcoming trip might be the cause. "You two should still go," she said magnanimously from her bed, wincing dramatically when Dad suggested canceling. At the airport, she called. Her mother had fallen. She needed to fly to Ohio immediately. Dad would need to transfer money from their joint account to cover emergency expenses. He was reaching for his phone when I grabbed his wrist. "Dad," I said quietly, "there's something you need to know." I pulled out my tablet and opened the folder labeled Proof. Inside were screenshots of her text messages with a man named Carl. "Can't wait until hubby's insurance pays out," read one. "Australia trip perfect timing. Accident on reef easy to arrange." Dad's face went gray as he scrolled through dozens of messages detailing their affair, finances, and plans for his accident. I hadn't shown him when I first discovered the messages 2 weeks earlier. I needed more evidence, so I set a trap. "There's more," I whispered as airport security approached our gate. "I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below."